Hello and welcome back to FS25. Well, we've got to clear all the bales up, haven't we? Not only that, we've actually got to use them. We've got to stick some straight into the cowshed in the way of bedding. And we've got to make up some feed mixes as well, because they are running low and they will be out if we don't. The rain is on the way, but I should be able to get... Well, I'll be able to get all the bales cleared up before it comes. I should be able to get the feed mix and the bedding done, hopefully, before it comes as well, although it takes a little bit longer. And then we can move on to August. So much to do, so little time. Once we've moved on to August, we can get these fields here spread with slurry. We can set that off on a worker while we start, I would imagine, doing the wheat harvest. That's going to be a big job. But I've got a feeling that we're going to fill up pretty quickly on the old harvester and trailer. Although obviously we'll be using the big lorry trailer. But yeah, I mean, not too many bales here, but each one does have 11,000 litres in. So at the moment we've got 120,000 litres, sorry. What's 11 times 13? Oh, I don't do maths. Well, actually I do maths, but right now my brain isn't working. Which is quite common these days. It's definitely a lot of litres though. We've got 16 in total. Not all of them 11,000 litres. In fact, one of them is not. One of them is about half of that. So, not bad at all. That gives us quite a few big bales of straw to play with. We need to get them into the barn, although I want to get the... that's a pain. I want to get the silage out of the barn first. And then these need to go in. But I suppose we can do that because we're going to be... when we mix up the mixture, we'll be using the hay and the silage first. And then we can dump this off. Who put that bucket there? That's right in the way. Oh, well, at least it's movable. Okay. I think we shall leave that there for a second while we get... What do we want? We want... Ah, there it is. Feed mixer out and ready. And there we go. I don't suppose these are fermented yet. Oh, they have. Would you look at that? All fermented. Cracking stuff. We'll get a couple of feed mixes made up then, shall we? And, yeah, brilliant stuff. A couple of feed mixes made up and and then loads of bedding in as well. And I mean a load of bedding. I want as much as I can in there. Oh, there we go. The bedding is now full again. Their food is now full again. Cows are looking good. They do need a lot of looking after. They really do. So yeah, they are all looking good. The slurry is well, there's a lot of slurry. A lot of milk. That's all good. Sheep, or goats rather, chickens and sheep are all good. Very, very low maintenance, those ones. So yeah. Sugar mill is working hard still. Sawmill once again out of wood. Rope maker out of wool. Do we have much over there? 2 pallets. So no, not really. We really need to crack on with the year so we can get to the point where we can put cotton in there. We really need that sugar made faster. Did I activate the flour last time? Oat flour. I didn't. There we go. I have now. Delightful. So that'll create flour a little bit quicker anyway, but I don't think there's many places that need it. Good amount of flour in there. Well, now it is really chucking it down. So let's move on to August. And hopefully the wheat field will be ready to harvest. It's August, and fantastic news is that the wheat field is ready to harvest. Also, the rice paddy needs flooding. Does it? No, it doesn't. We're nearly ready to harvest the rice paddy as well. Yield bonus of 90%. So might as well just empty this into here for the cows. How much straw have they used up already? Not a huge amount. Right, that will be needed in a minute. This is what's needed right now. We're going to head down between the fields. Ah, yes, that's the other thing. I've got to get a header for the sunflowers when we get around to doing that. Well, that's not going to be for another couple of in-game months anyway. It's going to be wheat first and then the rice. Harvest is going to need more fuel before we do the sunflowers. But yeah, this I think we are going to get a lot of wheat off this field, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's all going to go in for flour. Once again, still desperate for the straw, but that's going to be okay as well. We are in the middle of harvest season at the minute, and it is wonderful. It really is. Absolutely love harvest. Oh, we can get that in a minute. Yeah, more straw. Looks like more straw coming out the back here than there was for the oats, which is cracking. As for the yield of the wheat, it's not looking too bad, although it does feel a bit slow. I don't know whether it's the barley that yields more than the wheat, or the wheat that yields more than the barley, but we're already up at 12%, so can't argue too much. We are going to need our lorry probably fairly soon, I would think. maybe not even a full lap of the headland. Well, that's also not a bad thing. So, this is going to be a bit of a mammoth time lapse, because what we're going to do is we are going to harvest the entire wheat field, and that is going to take a while. I don't think we've got anything else to do in terms of animal care and things like that. It would be good to get some more trees chopped down, but I have returned our tree harvester, so that's not going to be a quick job. And when we rent it again, we want to make sure that there is a lot of trees to be able to chop down. And at the moment, I'm not entirely sure there is that many left in the bit that we own. But our trees that we planted are on growth stage 3 out of 4. And there's not going to be, hopefully, too much longer until they're all sorted too. Okay. Well, I'm going to crack on here. Going to get done as quickly as we can, or as efficiently as we can as well. Looks like a lot of wool over at the sheep. That probably needs to head over to the rope manufacturers as well. There we go, 50% full already, and I would say we're a good 40% array around the headland. So we're not even going to make it all the way around the headland before we have a full tank. Hope there's no rain on the way. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll be harvesting way before the rain gets here. Okay, well, that all said, I will see you very soon. I think having seen the amount of wool at the sheep, what I need to do is to put this on a worker and go and deliver that wool to the rope factory, because there is nobody, but there's no wool at the rope factory, so it's just sitting there doing nothing at the minute, and we don't want it sitting there doing nothing. Likewise, the sawmill is out of wood, but I can't quite bring myself to do that at the minute because we haven't got any sort of tree harvester, so it would be very manually chopping it up with a chainsaw, which I don't really want to do right now. Could go in and pick out some trees that are still left in there and see one or two from here, but first things first, this needs to be put on a worker. So let's get that set up. Hold down AI worker, start with up and down, work the headlands off, go. That's a funny angle. Ah. a bit better, but I'm not really sure what you're doing. Right, well, I'm going to leave you to it anyway, and we're going to go into the lorry, which was probably just a tab back. We'll go get the flatbed and load up all the wool. I have to leave this here, obviously, because the harvester is going to need emptying fairly often. In fact, we'll probably end up loading up the wool, emptying the harvester, and then doing the run. By the time we get back, who knows? Harvester will probably be full again, but that's beside the point. We are yeah, we need to find flatbed trailer. Where is it? Oh yes, it's over here. Yep, and the other thing I was going to do was get the worker putting slurry onto the other fields down the bottom. They will also need to do the field that we're currently working in, but obviously won't be doing that until next time. Ah. I will need this. This needs to be affixed to here. There we go. Right. Yeah, I think that will start... Oh, look at that. Worker F nearly has a full tank already. Well... This is going to be a running theme, I think. Full tanks all round. But yes, we are desperate to get the wool moved. I would love to put a winter crop into those two fields, actually. In fact, I could put a winter crop in all three fields. We could do barley all together, couldn't we? The whole lot as barley. Probably not a bad idea, I wouldn't have thought. Right, he's heading back up that way now, so what we need to do is to drop this off quickly. Oh dear, that's the wrong button. That one. We'll drop that off there. We'll go and fit back to the trailer and empty the harvester before it gets to the end, hopefully. It'll probably fill up before it gets to the end, to be perfectly honest. I would imagine it is not too far away from that now. And then we might as well empty it again before... Yes, full. There you go. Well, we can just leave this under the auger. Let it do another couple of runs while we're loading up the wool. And then... yeah, we can crack on and get over to the rope factory, but... have to leave this here, I think. Right, yes. We need to run over here as fast as we can. Oh no. I'm not sure I can remove that from the trailer without being attached to it. Well, I hope I can. No! Can't even get in it. Ugh. Marvellous. These things are sent to try us. Right, I'll get the wool loaded up and see you in a moment. Well, there we have it. Another 11,500 litres of wool safely delivered to the rope factory. Right. Now, unfortunately, we have to head all the way back to the farm to empty the combine again. Because it'll probably be full. Even though I've strategically placed the trailer in a place that would block the combine. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Go and sort that out. On the plus side, I think it has managed to empty itself. It's just stuck. What do you do in that sort of situation? You panic and put your flashy lights on. Well, I'm going to let the worker carry on for a bit now. We've done over half the field. I think we're looking pretty good. I'll see you when we've got a full trailer, I think. Well, we've definitely very nearly got a full trailer load here. Getting towards the end of the field now. I took over from the worker for a little bit because, well, I was just sitting there doing nothing and it was costing me money. But we've put it back on the worker now because we're going to fill up the trailer. And then we've got to get it over to the other side of the farm and back before it fills up again. And I don't think we're going to manage it. I really don't think we're going to manage it. Although it should empty quite a chunk of it. Just filling up this last little bit. See if we can have a look in there. It's sort of emptying it, but it's filling up just as quick. That's the trouble. Right, here we go. 59,400 litres. And the foot is flat downed, and the electric truck is struggling. I did have a thought, actually. I might switch tip side to sliding floor. Then it won't lift up and push us away from whatever we're tipping it into. That's probably a good idea. Right, now it's the race to get over to the grain mill. Empty this out into the grain mill. And then come back and empty the harvester once again. I will almost guarantee that it'll be full again by the time we come back. But we shall try as best we can to get back before it fills up. There is patches of rice there that are missing. I don't know whether that's because I've missed a flooding session or something. I don't think I have. I think I flooded it every month. I might go back. I might try transplanting again. Possibly. Just rent the equipment and buy the pallets of saplings, whatever they're called. They're not saplings. They're, well, yeah, they're rice saplings, aren't they? And then we could try transplanting. I think that might be a good option. Ooh, crikey. Well, this might be a bit heavy. Oh, look at that. Worker C nearly has a full tank again. Sounds about right. I've got range anxiety from a game. I keep looking at the battery level and thinking, oh, really must put this on charge. And that's, I've got an electric car in real life and I don't feel that way. So I don't know why I've got range anxiety from the game. But never mind. Come on, come on. Bit more power. There. Right. Unload. That's better. See, the walking floor just pushes the grain back and wiggles the floor at the same time, as you can see in there. Yes. That's working nicely. Working very nicely. Is that all going to fit? I think it is. I think it's got huge capacity, this grain mill. Yep, it definitely does. In fact, the rest of the field is also going to fit in there. So That's absolutely fantastic news. And I've got a feeling we're going to get a message any minute to say that, yes, there we go. Worker has a full tank. Delightful. Right, well, we'll head back over and empty the worker out. Or I might just take over and finish off. That's probably more likely. Not that much more to do. A couple of ups and downs. And then we're going to finish the episode there, and we'll start back here next time to do the straw. Desperate for this straw. We got straw off the oat fields, but we're still desperate for more straw. Always desperate for straw. Yes, look at that. Not that much to go now, so we shall put that there. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Take it off a worker. Put it back on steering assist. And we'll get the rest done really rather quickly, I reckon. Well, disappointingly, it didn't all fit in the harvester. I say disappointingly, it's actually not disappointingly at all, because the more we get, the better. Could probably sell that spinach harvester now, you know. Maybe we could get a swather. Increase our yield. That'd be good. Hadn't considered that. Finish that off there like that. There we go. Right, well, I'm going to leave the episode here for today. That is all of the wheat in here. The harvester can go over by the rice field, because that's going to be the next thing that it harvests, which I believe will be ready next month. Yeah, looking at the calendar, at the fields, I should say. I'd say that we got rice next month. The cotton, that's going to be pretty soon after. What's the month for cotton? It could be October or November. Now, I think we did plant in February, so I'm expecting it to be October. That is going to be a big month. Probably split across 2 episodes, that one. And then the sunflowers. Sunflowers are going to be October, November, probably November time, I think. Right, let's get this folded up. We can sit outside, whether it's rain or shine. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll get on with baling up the straw right at the start of the next episode before we move on and do the rice. Got to make sure that we get all that out the way before the cotton happens, because the cotton is going to be a big job. Like, big job. I'll probably start off by doing the headlands of both fields, and then I'll probably put it on a worker to start doing the up and downs and dispensing bales. We can then get a cotton bale trailer. I think it'll be needed. And start doing runs over to the rope factory once we have some cotton bales. I'm quite excited. Yeah, really am quite excited. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave the episode there for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time for rice and straw. Look at the sunflowers, don't they look amazing? Bye for now.